Hello everybody and welcome back to the Blues Knot channel. Today I am back for another Sporthop series episode. It's episode number 86 and today I got some Thursday night high school soccer action in the Sporthop series as I'm now making my way to Leland High School as I'm going to be there to watch Leland Chargers versus Mt Pleasant Cardinals. So yeah, let's see how this game is going to turn out. Let's go soccer. Just arrived at Leland High School. It looks like there's a lovely tennis court here on the right, but as you can see right in front of me and where the floodlights are, that is where the stadium is. Now I am inside the stadium as we got a lovely John Denver Country Road song playing in the background. As you can see, the players are just warming up right there. I think those are the Leland player warming up on the far side, and there are the Mt Pleasant player. Well, actually only two players are warming up right now. We still got roughly about 35 minutes before the match begins here. Just a little bit information about this match. Believe it or not, we are actually down to the last month of the high school soccer season, but unfortunately it looks like both of these teams are actually going to miss the playoffs, considering the fact that both of these teams are currently having a pretty mediocre year, and both of these teams are currently in the middle of the pack in their division. The current record for Mt Pleasant coming into this game is 7 wins, 2 draw, and 6 losses, and their division record is actually 4 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. While Leland High School coming into this game have an overall record of 6 wins, 4 draws, and 5 losses, and their division record is actually a dead even 3 wins, 3 draw, and 3 losses. So yeah, not only the fact that both teams are very mediocre, but both teams kind of have a very similar kind of record, which means that it's going to be really impossible to tell how this game is going to go. But hopefully, since both of these teams are very mediocre, hopefully this doesn't mean that it's going to be a very scrappy kind of game, but we shall see how this game is going to turn out. So now I am actually in the away stand, and as you can probably tell, there is nobody here at the away stand, and it looks like somebody forgot their umbrella there at the top of the stand. But over there on the home stand, which is where I'm going to go in the second half, there's probably about 20 people that showed up for this game. I'm kind of surprised there is actually not more people showed up for this game, considering the fact that this game actually kicks off a little bit later than what usually a high school soccer game kicks off here. You know, usually high school soccer game kicks off at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. This game, of course, kicks off at 7 p.m. So I would assume more people would show up, and more people have already beat the traffic to be able to get to the stadium to watch the game. Although, to be fair, this is a matchup between two teams that are pretty mediocre and two teams that probably are not going to make the playoffs this season. So that's why I think maybe people do not want to watch this match, and people think this is going to be a very kind of scrappy match. Looks like both teams are making their way on the pitch as we're just about to get ready for the start of this game, and also the music has stopped in the background. And also we have a working scoreboard tonight, which is very good because now I don't have to check the time of this match every 10 seconds. And also, unfortunately, we do have these 210 near the bench of both of these teams that is kind of like obstructing the view of the pitch a little bit. And the referee gets this match underway. Leland, of course, will be going from left to right wearing their usual navy blue kit, while Mt Pleasant will be going from right to left wearing the white kit today, as we are underway here at Leland High School, and an early chance here maybe for the Chargers. There's two defenders that is basically trying to get the ball, and it looks like he still has it, and that one stays in, and that is going to be wide there. As well, I'll tell you what, 40 seconds into the game, Leland had a big chance there to go up 1-0, but instead he absolutely made a hash of that one. So as there's going to be a throw-in coming up, I am actually in the homestand right here because apparently one of the guys over there told me that I cannot sit near the visitor stand because it is closed. So basically I made a 5-minute walk around the outside of the track and make my way to the homestand, and very fortunate that there wasn't really a lot happening while I was making that walk to here. There's a corner coming up for Mt Pleasant. And the corner comes in, it's near the front post, and it's in the back of the net there for Mt Pleasant as that player basically get past the keeper there in the front post. And I'll tell you what, the keeper really did not do a very good job covering his front post, and you could have argued that he should have probably saved that, but it was a good delivery there in the front post by Mt Pleasant, and they have got the opening goal here 17 minutes into this game. And is that a handball? Referee says no, and the Chargers still has it, and here's a bit of an ambitious effort, and well, the keeper kind of made a little bit of a meal out of that as he was thinking that maybe that was gonna slot it home to the right, but instead that shot was nowhere near at goal. There's a free kick for Leland in a pretty good position there. There's about 22 yards out. Mount Pleasant, of course, have a four-man wall here, and I'm assuming he's probably gonna strike this one rather than basically put this one into the box. Well, here's the free kick, and it's just over there, and well, I'll tell you what, that ball probably come inches from hitting the bar there, as it was definitely a very good free kick, but he just could not quite get the dip down. Well, Leland has just tied the game there as the fans over there celebrate, and I'll tell you what happened there was an absolute goalkeeping howler from Mt Pleasant, where he was coming out to basically trying to punch the ball, but he completely missed it. And then one of the Charger player basically tapped that one in, and just like that, we are all square here in the first half. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Halftime here at Leland High School. It's all square up between Mt Pleasant and Leland at 1 apiece. So it's halftime here at Leland High School as it is all tied up at 1 apiece. And you know, for the first 20 minutes, it was kind of a pretty even game, and certainly both teams had a couple of half chances of potentially put the ball into the back of the net, and during that time Mt Pleasant was able to get the opening goal. But after that 20th minute mark and for a 10-minute spell, Leland really took control of the game, and during that period they also got the equalizer. But certainly heading into the second half, it is all to play for as both of these teams are currently tied up at 1 at halftime, and let's see who exactly is going to get that crucial second goal here in the second half. And the referee gets the second half underway. Well, it's all to play for here in this game as it is tied up at 1-1. And like I said, at halftime, let's see who is going to get this crucial second goal to take the lead here. There's a free kick for the Cardinal in a very dangerous position. And most likely, the Cardinal is going to basically go for goal here. So there's a four-man wall there for the Charger. And they're actually going to flick it into the back post, and that one is still in there. And it is still not cleared away. Then finally, it's been gathered by the goalkeeper there, as that ball was just dangling in the box for a couple of seconds. And certainly, that was a big scare there for Leland, as they're having problems with trying to clearing the ball. We're approaching the hour mark in this game. 20 minutes left in this game. Corner comes in, it's a decent corner, and this one is going to be in the back of the net there as the fans celebrate there in the stands, and the Chargers have took a 2-1 lead. Here comes the Chargers again as they may be looking to try to put this game away. The keeper comes out, and now the Chargers was trying to chip the goalkeeper there, as once again that goalkeeper almost made a huge mistake by coming out too early. This surely probably is the last chance of this game here. They're actually going to go backwards with this throw in, and now they're going to launch a hopeful ball here. And this one is going to be wide there, as well, that looked like maybe was a big chance for Mt Pleasant, as goalkeeper, I think he kind of made a bit of a mistake trying to come out, but instead it's high and wide, and it is going to be a goal kick here. kind of miskicked a little bit, and now that is the full-time whistle. Full-time here at Leland High School, as the home team and the host has got a victory here as they win it by a final score of 2-1 over the Mt Pleasant Cardinals. Now the player is coming to the home side as they are clapping to the supporters here. So just finished here at Leland High School as I'm now back in my car, and in the end it was the Leland Chargers with a 2-1 victory over the Mt Pleasant Cardinals. And you know, overall this game was relatively even, and certainly both teams had equal amount of chances of scoring, and also there was a good 10-minute spell throughout the game for both teams. But the other thing that I also noticed in this game is that I really think the 3 goals that was scored in this game should have been easily been prevented by both goalkeeper. I mean, you know, the first goal that was scored by Mt Pleasant, the Leland goalkeeper did not do a good job covering his front post. And then the second and third goal that was scored by Leland, it was simply because the Mt Pleasant goalkeeper basically completely missed the ball on his punch attempt, and it just basically leave a gaping goal and virtually an empty net for Leland to basically tap it in. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash that subscribe button, and yeah, I hope to see you guys next time with another Sporthop series episode.